Okay, girls, so this is the last section for this chapter. So it's going to be dividing a decimal number by another decimal number. So again, let's jump straight into examples because it's going to be much easier to explain. So I'm going to do a simple one first. Let's say that I'm going to come up with this one, 6/10 divided by 2/10. Okay, good. So what I want you to do is to change both decimals into fractions. How do we do that? So the first one is going to be 6/10, agree, because it's 6/10, then divided by 2/10. Fantastic. And now how I do divide fractions, I do stay, change, flip. So 6/10 times 10/2. And if you follow my advice in my previous video from last lesson, so you multiply, you write it like this. Okay, and what are you noticing? That I can cancel this 10 and this 10, agree? And also that I can simplify this 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3, and this divided by 2 is going to be 1. So therefore my answer is going to be 3. Got it? How I did that one? Good. Let's do number 2. So this one is going to be a little bit more complicated. So 26 and 724 thousandths divided by 4/10. Okay, so we're going to use the same method. We're going to change both decimals into fractions. So to do the first one, I have to do 26,724 divided by 1,000. How do I know that is divided by 1,000? Because it's in this thousandths place value, or because I have 3 zeros. Then divided by 4/10. Now, how do we do this? We do stay, change, flip. So stay, 724/1,000. Change, flip. Okay, if I write here in the bottom 26/7 times 10 divided times 4. Okay, we can see here, it becomes a little bit more clear. What do we have to do? So I can cancel this 0 with this 0. Agree? And then what is happening is becoming very clear that what I have to do is divide 26,724 divided by 4. And then I will have whatever that answer it is, then that will be over 100. And then that will give me my decimal. So let's do it on this side here. So if I do 26,724 divided by 4. So that's going to be 6, because it's going to be 6 times 4, 24. Then I have a remainder of 2. Then I'm going to be another 6. 6 times 4, 24, 27. Then a remainder of 3. Then I have an 8 here, because 4 times 8 is going to be equal to 32, so I don't have any remainders, and then I have a 1. Good, which means that I have here 6,681 divided by 100. That is the 100 that I had over here. So how do we write this as a decimal? We just have to think that this is in the hundredths. Therefore, my number has to finish in the hundredths. So it has to be 66.81 or 66 and 81 hundredths. Agree? Good. Let's do the last example here. I want a clean page to do the last example. Okay, my last example is this one. So we are going to do 3.6 0.0276 divided by 0.12. Again, fractions. So I write all my numbers here. Okay. What decimal place do I have here? So I have 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So it's going to be 10,000 under here. Good. Divided by 12 over 100. Okay. Then how do I do this? I have to do stay, change, flip. So it's going to be over change, flip. Good. Now, immediately I can see I can cancel this 0 and this 0. And it becomes very clear that what I have to do is do this number, that is 30,276 divided by 12. So I'm going to do it over here. 30,276 divided by 12. So divided by 12 is going to be 2, which is 24, remainder 6, which is going to be equal to 5. Yeah? Which is going to be equal to 520. No? What? I got confused. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to start right again. Okay. So good. So as I said, it's going to be equal to 224, and then I have a remainder of 24. I have a remainder of 6. There you go. So if I have a remainder of 6, then I have a 5, which is going to be 60, and then I have a remainder of 2, which is 27. Then if I do another 2, it's going to be 24, and then I have a remainder of 3, that is 36, and then I have 3, and I don't have any more remainders. Good. So that means that is 23 over 100. So I have to finish in the hundredths. Therefore, my answer is going to be 25 and 23 hundredths. Okay, girls, I hope you find this useful, practical, and easy to do. Good luck with your exercises.